In the recent Blue Protocol network test, I had the opportunity to participate, and while the game is in a good state, I would be lying if I said that I don't have any worries. Today I'm going to tell you guys what I hope they will fix or change in Blue Protocol. Before we get started, I have to put heavy emphasis on the fact that my experience is based on a network test which was mainly aimed at the Japanese players. Even by that standard, I felt sad when the beta ended, and if you watched my recent Blue Protocol video, you already know that the developers are already working on perfecting the game, therefore these worries that I have are just small problems. If the devs ignore them, I would still recommend everyone trying out Blue Protocol. With that in mind, let's get started. The other day, out of curiosity, I have checked out how other people feel about the game, and it turned out that they are having some frame issues. Whenever they were in the city or whenever they were in a zone where multiple people were fighting the same target, their game seemed to be stuttering. It seemed like they were having FPS drops. From prior interviews, the developers have revealed to us that it is not easy to maintain the servers, therefore they have decided to implement multiple loading screens. Now I am going to be honest with you guys, I am massively against this. Since I've touched on the topic of loading screens, I can already see people mashing the dislike button of the video, but hear me out for a second. What would you guys say if I said that there is literally no game existing without loading screens? I am not a software engineer, I am not a developer, so what I am proposing might not be possible in Blue Protocol, but in other MMORPGs, the loading screen issue is fixed with some sort of layering or sharding system. World of Warcraft and Star Wars The Old Republic handles this issue by not loading every player, NPC, monster or creature at the same time. They don't even load the entire game. I remember back in the days when I had an awful PC, I literally got stopped by an invisible wall in both games when I couldn't handle the loading of the zone, and all I had to do was wait a few seconds. This is literally a loading screen, but in a form of an illusion where you can still play the game. I know fully well that my proposal is probably an expensive solution, but come on man, we are talking about Bandai Namco. This is not a small indie company which barely has any budget to develop games. As I said previously, I am not saying this to bash the game, we just had a network test and it is safe to assume that the game is not even finished, but that's exactly why we have to speak up right now. If the developers hear that we have issues, they can evaluate if it is possible to implement some changes. Speaking of changes, did you guys know that you can limit the amount of players and effects you see? I see no reason to limit my experience just because someone can buy a better PC. Again, I'm not saying fuck that guy, all I'm saying is that there are ways to satisfy both audience. In my honest opinion, anything that stops the game is something that has to be changed. The gathering of materials was stopping the game, and that is getting changed. Why not change the loading screens? It doesn't matter if it's 3 seconds or if it's 3 minutes, it is still stopping the game. And I'm not even 100% sure that the FPS issue is for certain players is because the game is coded bad. The people that I have heard about that are lagging have way better PC than I do, and I didn't have major issues at all. The only time I had issues is when for some reason my PC felt like I only have 8GB of RAM instead of 16. That is when I was lagging, but even that was acceptable. Anyways guys, I hope you understand why I'm mentioning the loading screens as a worry. It is not my intention to talk bad about the game. I love Blue Protocol, I am going to play it all day all night regardless of how long my game is loading. I am honestly curious how many of you agree or disagree with me, so please let me know down in the comments what you think should get changed up in Blue Protocol. Thank you all for watching, like the video if you liked it, subscribe to the channel for more Blue Protocol videos. I would honestly feel blessed if I have reached 10,000 subscribers before the game gets a global beta. That's it for today. I hope you all have a wonderful day. Until next time, boys. Peace!